Once upon a time, there was a struggling artist who was having trouble sleeping. Seeking guidance, she approached a wise monk and expressed, "Sir, I have a hard time sleeping early, and even when I do, I keep moving in bed all night. I toss and turn throughout the night. I wake up tired and restless. Can you help?" The Buddhist monk, recognizing the artist's inner instability, responded with empathy. "Before I tell you the solution to your problem, let me share a little story about the secret of Gautam Buddha's deep sleep." The monk began narrating a story, which goes like this. When Buddha slept, he maintained the same posture all night, never altering it. He has a devoted disciple and fellow artist named Tenzing. Always slept near Gautam Buddha. Tenzing observed Buddha spending the entire night in the same physical state, raising questions in his curious mind. One night, unable to contain his curiosity, Tenzing awakened Buddha and said, "Lord, please forgive me. I know this may not be the right time, but my curiosity has grown so much that I cannot wait until morning. Do you really sleep or not?" Tenzing shared, "I have found the right sleeping posture for myself. I remain awake even in the state of sleep. While my body is asleep, I stay conscious." Tenzing asked, "Lord, how is it possible to stay awake while sleeping?" Buddha explained, "During sleep, when the mind is restless, the body also becomes restless, turning and changing posture. But I have transcended these things. Now, there is nothing left in me like a mind. When I sleep, my body becomes like a dead body. Have you ever seen a dead body changing its state?" Buddha continued, "It is only our mind that does all this work even in the state of deep sleep. Once the mind becomes calm, your body will go into deep sleep. But you will be awake from within, feeling everything. Your awareness will be ignited continuously, like a small burning lamp." After finishing the story, the monk turned to the artist and said, "Enlightened people don't sleep like most of us. When regular folks sleep, they don't know what's happening around them. But when someone like Buddha sleeps, they stay aware. There's a special moment between being awake and asleep, and that moment makes enlightened people more aware." Confused, the artist said, "Sir, I don't get the deep spiritual stuff. Can you explain why I can't sleep well in simpler terms?" The monk explained, "Sure, my friend. There are 7 main reasons for not sleeping well. The first is doing things other than sleeping in your bed. Many folks have a habit of eating or watching videos on their phones while lying in bed. Some play games or gossip, using their bed for activities it's not meant for. The bedroom is supposed to be a place for sleep, but when people use it for other things, it confuses our brains. So, when we try to sleep, our minds don't fully understand that it's time to rest. This is a major reason why we struggle to fall asleep quickly and don't sleep well." The monk continued, "In a Buddhist monastery, monks only use their beds at night. This tells their brains that beds are for sleeping deeply. The second reason for not sleeping well is not having a regular bedtime." The monk talked about another reason for not sleeping well: not having a regular bedtime. He said, "If you want to wake up early and feel good, try going to bed at the same time every night. Doing this a lot will teach your brain when it's time to sleep. So, you'll start feeling tired around that time naturally." He also said it's important to stick to this routine on weekends or days off. According to the monk, keeping a regular bedtime helps your body know when it's time to rest. Tell your brain, "Okay, it's bedtime now." This way, you can enjoy better and more relaxed sleep. So, if you want to wake up early and have good sleep, making bedtime a habit can really help. The next reason he said, "When you sleep, you should not sleep with your head towards the north. This is because when you sleep with your head towards the north, due to the magnetic pull of the earth, a lot of blood in our body tries to go toward the brain. Due to very thin beams found in the brain, there is an increased risk of them bursting. And if a person is very old and weak, then he can also die. Some research has found that animals such as cattle and deer naturally align their bodies with their head in a south direction when they are resting. Additionally, research shows that when people switch to sleeping in a southwest direction, their blood pressure lowers, and their sleep quality improves. Therefore, one should always sleep with its head towards south or east. The monk explained the fourth reason for not getting good sleep: having the wrong sleeping posture. He said, "A simple mistake people make is just falling asleep in any way, not caring if their back is straight. It's better to try sleeping straight or on your left side. Sleeping on the left side helps with digestion and reduces the number of dreams. You won't have nightmares or nightfall in this position. Especially for young folks dealing with nightfall, trying to sleep on the left side can be helpful to solve this problem." So, according to the monk, paying attention to how we sleep and choosing a good position, like the left side, can make a big difference in having a more peaceful night's sleep. The monk pointed to the fifth reason for not sleeping well. That is thinking about negative things before we go to sleep. If you go to sleep at night with worries on your mind, it makes your mind restless, and that can mess up your sleep. The thoughts you have before bedtime often stick with you when you wake up in the morning. Right before falling asleep, our minds are super busy. That's when our subconscious mind is working a lot. The thoughts we're thinking at the moment get soaked up by our subconscious mind, and it tries to make them real. So, the monk advised being careful about what we think about before bedtime. If we fill our minds with positive thoughts, it might help us sleep better and wake up in a good mood. Our subconscious mind cannot choose between good and bad thoughts. It does not know what is good and what is bad. It just starts working on the information received. Therefore, instead of thinking about our problems and negative thoughts while sleeping, we should think about those good things which we want to get in our life. It can bring positive change in your life. The sixth reason for not getting good sleep is the consumption of heavy food items late at night. If you consume heavy meals at night, it will disturb your sleep because it takes a lot of time and energy to digest heavy food at night. While we are awake and doing any activity, our digestion works properly. But when we go to sleep, our digestion slows down. Due to slow digestion, food in your stomach will not be digested properly, and it will remain in your stomach. It will upset your stomach, and as a result, you will have disturbed sleep. Therefore, always try to eat 3 to 4 hours before sleeping. The seventh reason for restless sleep is the use of very thick and soft mattresses. If you sleep on thick and soft mattresses, then while sleeping, it will bend your spine and interfere with your deep sleep. Also, do not use too thick pillows because it can cause your neck to twist more, and your body will start to feel tense. This will cause a hindrance in your deep sleep. Then the monk said these are the few reasons for not getting good sleep at night. If you can eliminate all these reasons from your life, then you will definitely have a good and deep sleep every night. The man understood what the monk meant. He nodded, said thanks, and left with a happy feeling. So, friends, have you tried any of the monk's tips for better sleep? Let us know in the comments if you've added positive habits to your daily routine that made a difference in how you feel. If you're interested in embarking on a lifelong journey of self-improvement and seeking clarity, don't forget to like and subscribe.